As a volunteer involved in mapping cemeteries, I wondered if there could be an efficient way to do the job. I've watched people measuring and pulling ropes, trying to make right triangles and grids and hand drawing on paper, but this isn't 1963. I learned professional grade survey equipment runs well into the thousands. What about a GPS unit? First off, no, do not try the one from your car. Consumer-grade GPS units, even the ones costing several $100s, might get accuracy down to 12 or 15 feet. That'll put you within a few grave plots, but it's certainly not pinpoint. A cell phone might be a hair better because it can use cell towers to help with the location data. I read blog after blog, but never found a cost-effective solution. But by a stroke of luck, I found a research paper published in September 2022 about evaluating a low-cost RTK GNSS receiver. GNSS, that's basically what we call GPS in the US. RTK is real-time kinematics. That's a service that adds accuracy. The paper concluded the u-blox ZF9P performs extremely well. It achieves centimeter accuracy and the results declared by the manufacturer. u-blox is a Swiss technology company involved in the industrial and consumer markets. They develop and sell chips and modules that support global navigation satellite systems, GNSS. The ZF9P is multi-band, meaning it receives location information from more than one satellite. Several companies have just started using the ZF9P to make a plug-and-play surveyor package, and wouldn't you know it, I got my hands on one of the first ones ever shipped in the whole wide world. And I'm impressed. Let's talk about cost. The module itself is $200 to $300, but you'll need a high-quality antenna, a pole to attach it to, and some cables. I even got this nifty little box, kind of like a mini Pelican case. All in all, it was about $700. That's more than a good GPS unit for hiking, but a lot less than $10,000 for a big-time surveyor rig. You can power it from a USB cable from your phone or plug it into a lithium battery pack. And then you can use your phone with Bluetooth. And look at what the university researchers in that paper had to say about this unit. Measurement performance is at the level of professional GNSS receivers and even exceeds them. Of course, you'll need some software. u-blox has worked directly with GNSS Master and SW Maps. I put the apps on an Android phone and the cost, $0. I believe the apps are soon going to be available for iOS systems also. Without what the industry calls corrections, you'll get accuracy down to about a foot, a third of a meter. That's not bad. My unit with corrections has shown accuracy down to 10 millimeters. That's about a half an inch. u-blox offers point-perfect corrections for the cost of just under $4 a month. Traditional RTK services, which you can use, run upwards of $1,000 a year unless you're lucky and live in a location that provides it for free. If you subscribe to Point Perfect, you'll be sent a little file to put in a document folder on your phone or tablet. And it's worth noting Point Perfect uses ITRF 2014 reference frames, which means it should match up just fine with Google for archaeology, university research, and cemetery mapping. Many GIS desktop applications can transform reference frame coordinates, but all this ITRF stuff is way beyond me. You don't really have to know it. I took my setup to a known National Geodetic Survey location. It took a couple of minutes to get a lock or an RTK fix, which is normal. I recorded my spot, but I was showing about 1.5 meters off. That's because USGS uses NAD 83 2011 reference frames. I converted it to ITRF 2014 and it was down to about 1/2 inch or 10 millimeters. Once you get that first lock and you're out on the location, you can move quickly from spot to spot At this point in 2023, companies providing plug-and-play packages are SparkFun, ArduSimple, and Talisman.com. These are so new you might have a hard time finding what you need on their website. So email them and be clear that you don't really want any part of configuring the unit or updating firmware, unless that's your thing. I would like to thank ArduSimple and especially uBlocks for being a tremendous help in listening to my suggestions and passing them along to the app developer. I'll be posting a video soon on how I use this for mapping cemeteries. It's actually quite simple. I do want to say thanks for watching. I hope this has helped you out.